We're checking in with a new way to pay online that promises to protect merchants against dodgy dealings and people who try to defraud them.
How often do you shop online? Have you been asked to enter a PIN number or password in order to complete a purchase? With the ever-growing e-commerce industry, people need to be even more alert when it comes to credit card fraud. And this goes for the merchants as well as the customers. If you are an online retailer, you may have experienced credit card fraud, especially if you sell virtual goods like vouchers or software, as cardholders can later claim their details were stolen and request a chargeback. The retailer has to then swallow that loss.
3D Secure is a security system for online credit card sales, which helps prevent this exact type of credit card fraud.
3D Security adds an extra level of protection to the traditional payment process. So in the past, you'd go to a website, you'd buy your product or service, you'd put in your card details, and the next thing you'd see is a screen saying, yes, it's been approved or no, it hasn't. Now, 3D Secure adds essentially one more screen to the process, and that is you put in your card details, you push pay, and the next thing you see is a screen saying, confirm that you are who you say you are.
The software offers the same protection that a physical store gets when customers have to enter a PIN at the till. Seems pretty simple, right? But merchants aren't always that keen.
There's a loss of sales when people add additional security to a website or a payment process, and I think mainly due to the fact that it's something new. So people are nervous of something new, and they're warned by their banks daily to beware of phishing and beware of scams. So when something new pops up and they must add in password details, that tends to scare people off.
3D Secure has been around for some time, but it has resulted in 15 to 20% lower sales. This, of course, includes the criminals and fraudsters who abandon their attempts, but any loss in sales can really hurt a business.
So if you're losing sales because good customers have been scared off, then you've got every right to be upset, and you don't want to lose those customers. But if the fraudsters have gone away, that's good news. So it's a team effort by the Payment Association, the banks, and the online retailers, especially the big guys, to work together to make this thing work. There's a couple of things online retailers can do to avoid credit card fraud. One of them is by applying 3D Secure, and in South Africa that's become compulsory now. So the Payments Association of South Africa is working with the banks, and they're making 3D Secure compulsory for online retailers.
One of the problems for the customer is that you never really know when something is legitimate or not. So when a site asks you for yet another PIN number or password, you may become suspicious and abandon your purchase.
There's a number of things customers should look out for when shopping online. And normally, if you trust the merchant, that's fine. So if you're going to a major brand, that's fine. Check the URL on the website, that it is the brand you think it is, and not somebody pretending to be that brand. And then I think the most important thing is to check that the payment page is protected by a digital certificate. So that's that little lock you'll see in your browser somewhere to show you that your card details that you type into the website can't be sniffed or read off by somebody hacking into your session. To expose more people to 3D Secure, everybody needs to use the system. If half the people are using it and half aren't, you've got half a system, and half a system is not effective. So I think PASA and the South African banks are doing the right thing, and they're enforcing it, and they're saying one system for all, and that way the South African consumer is going to become familiar with using 3D Secure when he shops online.
So whether you are a customer or a merchant online, you need to be aware of credit card fraud. I had no idea that even the retailers were an easy target. The bottom line is that if you are suspicious about a site or a purchase, rather make sure before you part with your cash.